Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, More Prophecy. They crash in the system. And what I mean by that is this current banking system, financial system, as it is set up now with these paper dollars, with these coins, all of that's getting ready to go away real soon. And they allowing it to happen. Why? Because ultimately they're setting up a digital currency system, which they already have in place. They only literally need to just push the button. Okay, all these banks is ready to roll with this new digital currency system. And in order to bring that to pass or to have it happen, they're going to have to get rid of this dollar, okay, these paper dollars. And with nations like BRICS, the BRICS nations setting up their digital system, which is going to be backed by gold, everything is moving along as prophecies of the Lord is coming to pass. The prophecies of the Lord is coming to pass. And that's what we see. In order for there to be the MOTB or the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, that digital device or that device that they want to put in your hand or in your forehead, in order to have that thing, it's going to have to be linked into a digital system so it can all work, okay, together. Because ultimately, these devils want total control, what you eat, when you buy, what you buy, where you go. Everything is controlled, how much you can buy. All of these things is going to be linked in to this digital system. All of your banking information, your medical information, everything about you. These devils is looking for total control, which is their last ditch effort to remain in power, which we know that can't happen because the Lord has set them up in rulership. He put them in rulership for a short period of time. And we're now at the end of that time. And that's why you see all the things happening in the world, like these wars and these rumors of wars. It's no coincidence. People are maybe thinking that those things are going to die down. No, that's just the beginning. Okay, those things are the beginning of World War III. All of the things happening in the world today, over there in the Middle East, over there in Russia, all of these things are bringing about biblical prophecy. And that's what you see happening. An end of an era to where Esau's rulership is coming to an end. And when Yahweh Shai comes back, he's going to put the final touches on this kingdom and completely destroy it. Then we're going to be set up in the kingdom of heaven, which we've been waiting for a long, long time to receive, which is going to be a great, great blessing and glorious kingdom for the Israelites, starting with the elect of Israel. And with that, I got a couple of videos I'm going to play about this system. As we can see, it's playing out in the news. The current system is about to be done away with. A lot of banks are going through all types of turmoil. Banks are closing, being shut down. Let's get this first video.
2023 breaking news. We just had another major financial institution collapse. All deposits have been seized by the FDIC. I warned earlier that I'm receiving hundreds, if not thousands, of messages from my own subscribers saying that they don't have their funds at Bank of America. Deposits are being delayed. This is a national news breaking story and event. It's been on everything from Fox News, CNN, all kinds of mainstream reporting as well, not to mention people on the ground that still don't have their pensions. This is extremely serious. So, breaking news: Citizens Bank has just collapsed. The FDIC just updated their failed bank list. Now, my question is, who's next, right? I mean, if JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, I think I had a subscriber say they were having trouble at Citibank as well today. Well, who's next?
Hey, as you can see, that's of no coincidence that these banks are having issues. As you can see on this guy's face, he's worried. He's worried. You know, what's happening? What's happening to America? What's happening to the banking system? What's going to happen if these banks continue to close? Who's next? These devils are worried. See, the only ones that are not worried about this system is the ones who follow the true teachings and understandings of the scriptures and the prophecies, and who believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because we learn through these prophecies that these banks going through these issues with deposits and withdrawals and all of the things that they're going through, and these banks shutting down like Citizens, that's a big bank. Citizens is a big bank. You see? Got its head down. These people in this country and around the world, they see the handwriting on the wall. This place is circling the drains. What we're witnessing is the end of an era to where we get major banks like Citizens being shut down. Now let's get this next video, and then we get some scriptures.
Wow, check this out. Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and US Bank had a major system crash for withdrawals and deposits, which means a lot of people didn't get paid or they couldn't even deposit into a bank.
No, there's no way with all the technology today, all of a sudden, all the banks, all the major banks start having system issues. They know, these devils know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what they're doing. It's bringing about instability. It's bringing about ultimately a crash to where all of these, a lot of these banks is out of here one way or another, because ultimately they bringing in that new system, and who knows how they got it set up of how many banks it will be to run that digital currency system. But they get it all mapped out. It's all planned out. This is no coincidence.
Check this out. This was sent in my Telegram group. It says some deposits from 11/3 may be temporarily delayed due to an issue impacting multiple financial institutions. That doesn't sound good. And I told you once, I'll tell you again, guys, the whole financial system is switching. This just happened too. 19,000 ATMs have shut down across the US because they're preparing for a new financial switch in Turkey.
They're definitely preparing for a new financial switch. Like he's saying here, over 19,000 ATMs have shut down across the U.S. as the government prepares to roll out the CBDC digital currency. So yes, this is real. This is real. This is happening. For all you out there who got their head under the sand or in the ground, who just carrying on, who want to party and have fun, want to ignore what's happening, what's really happening, and how everything happening in the world is tied to biblical prophecy, a lot of people are going to wake up to a great shock. They ain't going to know what hit them because they ain't preparing. They're not listening. They're not learning. They're not following the prophecies. They're not listening to the prophets. They're ignoring the prophecies. So when all of this goes down, we're not going to be caught off guard. We thank the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's blessed us with these scriptures and with the understanding of these prophecies to get us prepared for what's about to happen. See, we're telling you through prophecy of the Lord what's about to happen. What's about to happen is this paper dollar system is getting ready to go away. And this digital currency system is getting ready to come into play. Continue.
Your money into digital currency. Don't believe me? I come with receipts. Citibank expands digital asset service with blockchain-based token services. It's called Citi Token Services. They're turning your money into digital assets when you deposit into a bank.
Check this out. Cashless exchange terminal. You put in your cash, get a card. This is where you put in your cash right here, and you get the card back, and they charge you for the card too.
So that was actually my video showing you guys that they have cashless terminals now to where they're giving you cards for your cash. This is where we're headed. Who knows what these banks are doing? So if you guys want alternative banks, hit my link tree, link in bio. But anyway.
Like the guy said, he said, who knows what these banks are doing? We're telling you what these banks are doing. Okay, certain banks are going to go away. And it'll be the big ones, the big dogs will be left with this digital currency system, ultimately linked up to the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast.
Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Yo, this one's wild. Check.
Say, that's what's happening. You're seeing a total crash of the current system that we're in today. See, these paper dollars, they're not backed by anything. They're not backed by gold. They're not backed by silver. They're not backed by anything. Okay, they're just debt notes. They're just paper dollars that people are using today in this current system. But ultimately, you got these nations set up. The BRICS nations, they're going to come out with their new currency. And it's also going to be digital currencies also. But it's going to be backed by gold, which will make these paper dollars worthless, literally. I believe it was every dollar you would need $55 to equal one BRICS nation's currency. That's a lot. Basically, you're talking about a major inflation. Major inflation. $20 for a loaf of bread, $30 for a loaf of bread, things like that. But they're going to swoop in with this new digital currency system. They're going to say, hey, wait a minute. Don't worry. We got this new system that we've been preparing for such a thing. We knew this was a possibility that this dollar was going to crash. So we made preparations and plans to set up this digital system, and it's already set up. See, and a lot of people, they just going to go with the flow. They ain't going to know what's going on and why it's happening and what it's ultimately leading up to. But ultimately, like I said, this devil, this is his last ditch efforts with this new system that he's want to put in place. They reset or whatever they want to call it. That's this devil trying to keep basically stay in power, continue rulership. But as the scriptures say, let's start out in Job. Let's start out in Job real quick. 14 and 5. Job 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. See, his days are numbered. the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai has set a bounds for this devil, just like every other nation that there's ever been on this earth. They all are given a set time to come into power and a set time to be taken down out of power, basically through war. This will be no different. Esau, Edom, this final war's war, this third war's war will begin with the nations, of course, but it'll end with all of the nations coming against our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai, and the host of heavenly angels, okay, that he's coming with. And if you understand prophecy, they have no chance. All of these nations are going to go down under the power of Yahweh Shai, of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So yeah, he's setting this system up. They reset, or whatever they want to call it, to basically stay in power. But it's not going to work, because the prophecies already say what's about to happen. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to take this wicked kingdom down. And that's going to be it. We're going to be set up in the kingdom, the elect of Israel. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And this is not talking about a spiritual angel on the left-hand side, Satan, that works for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is talking about Edom, Esau, okay, the current modern-day rulers. They are the ones that are being called the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath. They're the ones ruling. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. This man has been set up in rulership, and that's what's happening right now. But he's about to come down with great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he had but a short time. He knoweth that he had but a short time, a time that he cannot, a bounds that he cannot pass. He can't extend it no further than what the Lord has already set. No one has power over the prophecies and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Now, let's go to Romans. Let's get this in Romans. Romans. Slakia. Yep. Romans 13 and 11. And knowing the time, that it is high time to awake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than what we believe. See, and knowing the time, you should definitely know the time. Understand that we in the last days. We in the last days of Esau's wicked kingdom. That's why everything you see is happening in the world today. That's why you see these big banks closing down and these banks having these issues. All of these are part of the Lord's prophecies coming to pass. And it's high time to awake out of sleep. Some of you jakes, you 2/3, you're not set to wake up. They just not going to wake up. They going to stay asleep until everything goes down. The Jacob's trouble was popped off. The MOTB and the C-HIP stations are set up, getting in line. A lot of our people, they ain't been watching, they ain't been following and learning about these major prophecies like the MOTB. And they going to take that thing. They could be set up to take it because they're not going to have no hope. They're not going to have the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're not going to know what's going on and why it's happening. They're just going to go with the flow. Well, we thank the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai that he's put us up on game, so to speak, to what's happening, why it's happening. And Lord's will is going to prove to be very good for us. Okay? A great blessing for us believers, us true believers. Now, let's go to Revelation chapter 19. Because this devil, he's got all kind of stuff set up. Of course, we know about all of his weaponries, his drones. He got his AI. He think his AI is a god. He got his CERN system trying to tap into things. They've created all of this fake meat and GMOs and all of this. All these things are no shock to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Everything that is happening, everything that has happened is all within the Lord's prophecies. Nothing is catching them by off guard. So these devils with their AI and their drones and the CERN, all these different things, the Lord already has wrote about it. He's already spoke about it. These things that they're doing, they're just playing out the prophecies of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. By no means will they extend their time further than what the Lord has already set for them to be in rulership. Revelation 19 and 10. Revelation 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. This is an angel talking to the Apostle John. It says, and he said unto me, seest thou do it not? I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is a spirit of prophecy. And that's what we're here to bring you. We're here to bring you prophecy, 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 which is the testimony. For the testimony of Yahushai is a spirit of prophecy. And that's what we come in here at Great Millstone and other like-minded brothers. We're here to bring you the prophecies over and over and over. And for people who didn't know, for new people, the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, is a very major prophecy. And that's the reason why this digital system has got to be set up. You got to have an infrastructure for this MOTB system to work right. And it's all according to biblical prophecy. And the Lord, this thing is speeding up. We constantly seeing more and more things happen on a faster pace. And as our Apostle Tahar always says, when the MOT come out, when it's made mandatory, these prophecies, all the rest of the prophecies are going to roll all the way into the time of when Yahushua cracks them skies with the host of angels. So we living in some exciting, some dangerous, exciting times. Now, let's get this and let's get the prophecy. Let's go to Revelation. Let's get the prophecy. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. This is a major prophecy that we cannot teach and prophesy enough about. Revelation chapter 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that mark is not spiritual. It's not sin. It's not an embargo. It's not sleeping with white women. It's not a picture of sweet Jesus. It's none of those things. The mark of the beast is a physical mark, okay, which is the charagma, the RFID C-hip. That thing that they want to put into people is going to be linked into this digital system. Verse 17, that no man might buy or sell. See, you can't buy or sell with sin or a picture of sweet Jesus or any of the other things that people have been teaching or sin. You can't buy or sell with that. You're going to be linked in, Lord willing, not us, but people are going to be linked in to the MOTB system, okay? That RFID C-hip is going to be linked into that digital system. It says, save he that had the mark, the charagma, the RFID C-hip, or the name of the beast or the number of his name. We're just talking about the MOTB and this digital and this man's currency system, this man's beast system that he's setting up It's probably one push of a button away. It's all set up. See, we won't be surprised when everything starts. When this thing starts rolling out. It start out, like I say, probably using celebrities and people to tell you how good it is and how great it is and how convenient it is and how good it is. And then ultimately, as the scriptures say, it's going to become mandatory. It's going to be mandatory. And Lord willing, we are of that number that will not take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Lord willing, we do not take it because as the scriptures say, the Lord will destroy you himself if you take it. Now, let's go to the book of Acts. Like I said, we're in the last days. And this is not going to be easy. But Lord willing, we're of the ones that are of the elect to make it, to have salvation, to be beamed up, Lord willing, on those chariots whom people ignorantly call UFOs, because destruction is coming. A lot of death and destruction is coming. This is the book of Acts chapter 14 and 22, confirming the souls and the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. See, it's not going to be a cakewalk. This time on earth that there's never been, the time of Jacob's trouble, it's going to hit everywhere, mainly right here in Babylon the Great, aka America, and all over the world. Great tribulation is coming. Great tribulation. It's going to be a lot of people getting ready to be taken out. A lot of people. Great death is coming during that time of trouble. So in no means are we saying it's going to be easy. But if the Lord is with us, we're going to make it. As the scriptures say, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. And Lord willing, we're of that number to endure, to go through all of the tribulation and things that the Lord has set up, and to make it and to have salvation. Now let's close out here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and 11. Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And that's what we believe. And that's what we put our faith in. The words of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They're faithful and true. And they will not lie. They will not come back void. So every prophecy that the Lord has ever had and all the prophecies that are yet to come, we're looking forward because we know without a shadow of a doubt that every prophecy is going to come to pass. Every jot, no tittle, every jot, every tittle, everything is going to come out. Every single prophecy is going to come to pass. And that includes what this devil is doing with these banks and in this dollar crashing and this digital system being set up, making way for the MOTB and all the other prophecies leading all the way into World War III, which is also prophecy. And the missiles are all prophesied throughout all the scriptures. As the Lord said, they made these missiles for the Lord. He calls them the weapons of his indignation, the weapons of his righteous anger. He also calls them his armory. So ultimately, all these nations with all these missiles and everything that they got planned, it was all from the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to bring about prophecy. And with that, this has been more prophecy, their crash in the system. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.